Hi ladies, it's Julia. I am so happy to be with you. This past week, my husband and I took a much needed vacation up to Maryland and to Pennsylvania to visit family and friends. And while we were there, we experienced the most beautiful fall. The leaves were magnificent. The foothills of the mountains were beautiful, just like a patchwork quilt. And we got to experience crisp mornings and cool evenings, and I got to pull out my boots and sweaters. Being from Florida, I don't get to wear those that much, so that was a lot of fun, and it was just great to rest. So I am so happy though to be back home and to be doing this blog for you. And I'm hoping that what I'm going to share is going to be of encouragement to you, and maybe we'll speak to some people about some specific experiences that you're going through. So the past several months, I have been given some great opportunities that I have been praying for months and months. I mean, they've been bucket list experiences for me. I've been so excited about them and so happy about them. And sometimes we get opportunities and experiences that come our way that we didn't ask for and we're not too happy about. But whether it's those kinds of experiences or the kinds of experiences and opportunities that I had, anytime something new comes into our lives, it's always a stretching period. It always causes us to have to move out of our comfort zone and embrace something new. And so for me, while I was very excited and very happy with these opportunities, it also caused me to feel overwhelmed and stressed. And at times I had a lot of self-doubt because some of these experiences were things I had never done before. And I just felt, oh my goodness, this is so far over my ability. And I really had to go back to the Word. I had to pray. I had to get before Him and in His presence and remember who I belonged to and who had called me and who was going to equip me to do what He had called me to do. And so I was reading in Daniel in chapter 10, and as I was reading along, I came across verse 19 and it just jumped off the page at me. And I knew it was a word for me, and I believe it's a word for all of us that are Christ followers. But it is in, again, Daniel 10, verse 19, and Daniel has been having all of these visions, and he had this particular vision that made him really afraid. And this angel came to him and touched him and said to him, "Don't be afraid, for you are very precious to God. Peace, be encouraged, and be strong." And I know that there have been so many times in my life where I was walking into new situations, whether it was the first time I had a baby or the first job in my career, any new situations like that, that there are times when I felt like, oh my goodness, am I going to be able to do this? When I had to remember that I belong to the King of Kings, the Lord of Lords, and that He was crazy in love with me, and that I was His and He was going to equip me. And certainly this has been one of those seasons for me. And maybe it is for you, whether it is a new job for you, or maybe it's a new baby, or a new chapter in your life, or a new job, or maybe there's some difficult things you're going through, whether it's a health issue or financial issue. I believe this scripture speaks to all of us that belong to Jesus. And again, let me read it to you. It says, "Don't be afraid, for you are very precious to Him. Peace, be encouraged, be strong." You know, I found in a little shop up in Maryland this necklace, and it says courage. And as soon as I saw it, I bought it because I knew that in the next few weeks, next few months, there are going to be some other situations that I've never encountered before. And I wanted to always be reminded that in my weaknesses, He is strong. And He will give me the courage and the strength to do what He's called me to do. And I know He will do that for you as well. So don't be afraid, for you are very precious to God. Peace, be encouraged, and be strong. Thanks, my friends.